In 1999, the school board went to a school board convention, and a few of them attended a workshop on education foundations. A couple of the school board members then came back from the conference, and Delma Abelos called me. And Bill Rutherford was on the school board, and he attended the session as well. And so they said, Lorraine, we want to start one of these things. They're kind of not our size school district, but we think it would be a really good idea. Would you do that? Would you start an education foundation? So we actually kicked off the foundation in 2000. The goals of the foundation have changed a lot over 21 years. When we started, we were purely an organization that did grants for innovative ideas that teachers had, that the school district could never afford, because there's never enough money for everything. And 21 years later, we continue that grant process. But then it has grown so much since then. As we have grown, we determined that we wanted to make even a larger impact than that on the foundation. So we started researching and implemented programs in the school district like AVID and other initiatives that were to literally change the way education is done in Ector County. The foundation has more than met my expectations, and it has exceeded them beyond my wildest imagination. It is an honor to have been involved with an organization that has had such an impact. The future of the foundation is kids, and the door only opens through education. That's the key to success in our society, and the foundation is playing a very integral role in that in our community, and I think it will for years to come.
When I think about how AVID became part of the fabric of Ector County, it really found its foundation in the fact that the Education Foundation was trying to understand how we could make an impact, not just in a classroom or for a group of students, but really what could we do that would have a district-wide, a community-wide impact. And so when we looked and found AVID, thankfully through one of our fellow Odessans, Jim Nelson, we were able to really understand that AVID would permeate not just a classroom, but that it could impact a campus. And as a result, it could impact a community. And so AVID became part of what we wanted to accomplish to affect all of ECISD and all of our students. And AVID really helped teach our students how to become good learners. And if they could become good learners, then they could use that tool, the skill that they had developed, really not just in their current grade level, but as they went on through high school, and then obviously ultimately use those same tools to be able to go on to college.
Been in ECISD for a little over 2 years now, and one of the very first groups that I was introduced to upon my arrival was the foundation and all the members, the directors, executive directors of the foundation, all of those people that play an integral role. And since that time, 2.5 years in, I've come to value the foundation and have seen, firsthand the role that not only the foundation as a whole, but the individual members of the foundation play in our system. I commonly use a phrase, we do this work together, because I recognize whether as an individual or a school system, we can't educate kids on our own. But I've been in large urban environments as well, the city of Atlanta, the city of Charlotte and Orlando, and their foundations were very different, not as actively engaged as we see here in Ector County, not providing the kind of support that we see in Ector County. So I truly feel that our foundation is unique, and unique in a very positive way for the level of engagement and support that they provide to the school district. We are certainly better as an organization because of the investments made by the foundation.
Today, it really takes a village in order to accomplish things that we want to accomplish in education. I think that the Education Foundation, from a financial aspect as well as a leadership standpoint, mentorship, will certainly add to helping ECISD in the future. I became interested in the Education Foundation because I believe in education. Today I've been really successful, and I can guarantee you that success would not have come had I not received the education I did. And so the Education Foundation was just another way for me to be plugged into the school district. It was another way for us to provide financial means in different ways. It was a way for us to be creative and think outside the box in respect to helping the ECISD.
I think when the Education Foundation concert began, we weren't getting a lot of musical concerts here in Odessa, and people were hungry for that. And so when we started doing the Education Foundation concert, here was a name that was going to come to town, do all their hits and put on a great show, and everybody could come and have a party. And word of mouth, really, after those first 3 years, spread like wildfire. And the sponsorship tables really sold themselves. Jane Bowles did a great job selling those tables, but even she would say it got easier and easier every year because people knew that they were going to have a great time. And the best part is the money went for a good cause. You know, we were raising money for the schools and the school system and the students. And so I think that's why the entire board was so passionate about it, is they knew that, okay, it's going to be fun and we're going to have a great time, but we're also going to do good and we're going to help the ECISD accomplish its goals.
Literacy has become a really big staple for the Education Foundation and its support of ECISD. We learned very early on through funding grants to our teachers how big literacy was and how big of an impact we could make with our dollars and our volunteer power. So from a grant as simple as the Battle of the Bluebonnets stemmed programs like the Bookworms Literacy Program that now serves over 9,000 students each month. I've been with the Education Foundation for 15 years now, and what makes me most proud is the board that I serve. We've got a tremendous board of community leaders who just are good people and really want to see the students in our community succeed. And that's what keeps me going every day. Yes, the grants we award are fun and the literacy programs are great, but if it weren't for this board, these community leaders who are volunteering their time, their energy, their influence, and their dollars, that's the good stuff. That's what keeps me going.
Sometimes we get upwards of 120 grants, and our committee, God bless them, will take these huge binders home and we'll read every single one of them, and we look for the criteria we want, which is, did they give us a budget? Is it inspirational? Is it innovative? And then we discuss it. Going into the process, we know how much money we have that we can grant. And we take as many as 120 grants. We study them, and we have a matrix that we follow. Once we've reviewed all the grants, sometimes we just don't have the funds to fund them all, so we are looking for just top notch. We want the cream of the crop.